everyone, and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where it's our final day here in Japan, and we're visiting Universal Studios Japan for a second day.
If you haven't already, be sure to check out our day one vlog from the park where we did so much, but in this vlog there's still so much that we haven't seen.
We've got the huge family area they're going to be checking out. There's lots of flat rides and other attractions down there. We're going to be seeing some of the entertainment today, including a Universal Monsters show and also the Waterworld stunt show, and there's still lots of the different areas that we haven't seen here yet, including the Minions land as well. Come and join us here at Universal Studios Japan. And here we are then, making our way into the park through the iconic Universal Archway. And what I love with this is the framing. You've got Hollywood Dream the ride right there on the other side of the archway. And it looks awesome going over the entrance. Can't wait to experience that again. They've actually got two of these archways here that lead onto the plaza. There's one from this side and City Walk and the hotels, and one round on the other side as well. Looking forward to a second day here. We're starting off with some beautiful weather. And instead of turning right like we did yesterday, we're going to carry straight on down here now and see what attractions there is to see. From on the map, it looks a bit bare down here, so I'm interested to have a look. You've got the 4D cinema there on the left hand side. Very nice building. Yeah, we mentioned this yesterday, but they're playing just like pop music throughout the whole park instead of like theme music, which is quite interesting. So we're actually making our way down towards Minion Land to go and see the two attractions that they've got down there. They've got the dark ride and also a flat ride. And yeah, the layout of this here is very similar to that of Universal Studios Florida. However, it's certainly lacking attractions in this part of the park at the moment. So as we walk a little bit further down here, off to the right hand side there, you've got Curious George. I think that's some kind of show for the kids that they've got going on in there. There's a restaurant on that side, and then here on the left hand side, you've actually got another attraction where we don't really know what's happening with it. Space Fantasy the ride. This is a 2010 Mack Ride spinning coaster. It's closed at the moment for maintenance, but yeah, I believe it's been shut for quite a while. I don't know what's happening with this. All the signs are covered over and everything. This actually used to be the building where E.T. used to be back in the day. Yeah, this park opened with E.T. Adventure back here, and that was removed to put in a coaster, and there's not really anything happening down here, which it just feels a little bit like there's just hardly anything going on around here.
Where's the rides? Like, I feel like there's just not enough rides in this park.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, hence why yesterday's vlog we were focused on that side. All the big hitters, apart from Minions, are over there. On this side, not a lot.
It's really lacking on this side.
Yeah, it does. We'll see what's going on just down here. And here on the left hand side, you've got another 4D cinema. This one does say 4D live show with Detective Conan. I've never actually heard of that before, but I think we're probably going to go and watch that. It's starting in like 20 minutes. So we'll just have a little stroll around here and then we'll go and see it. And this is basically the New York Street area. So this is very similar, almost identical to Florida. So obviously, to put it into perspective, you'd have Rip Ride Rockit down there behind these buildings. The entrance to Jimmy Fallon would be here on the left hand side. And they've even got the building over there where the Mummy would be as well. Let's go and have a little look at that. Here you got all this kind of Central Park area around here. But it certainly just feels like it's lacking down this part of the park. You got all the buildings and facades which look great, but then there's just not really anything going on. It's like, what's behind any of these buildings? There's no attractions at all. Carrying on down the streets just here. Yeah, all these buildings are identical to Florida. You can see you got Finnegan's there on the right hand side. There's a pizza place down there on the left by the looks of it. Except you got Flying Dinosaur down there at the bottom. Here we go. This is really weird walking around here and seeing this. So obviously that would be the locker area for the Mummy indoor roller coaster, and here it's absolutely nothing, at least at the moment. For 20 years this was the home of the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. The fantastic ride that you can find in Islands of Adventure was right here, and then it closed last year after 20 years of service, and again nothing's replaced it yet. There's rumours this is going to be a Pokemon attraction, so maybe we're going to see a lot of this part of the park demolished. By the time we next come here, maybe a lot of this would be gone, so just documenting history. But yeah, we could be seeing Pokemon come and take over part of this, but to be honest, that'd be better than nothing, because literally this whole part of the park just feels so empty, hence why we didn't come down here yesterday. Like, it's just got no heart and soul about it at all. So yeah, it's a shame that they decided to close Spider-Man over here, especially the fact that, you know, you've got Space Fantasy the ride shut just round the corner, a real lack of attractions in this part of the park. I just feel so dead and empty.
I thought that they'd focused on other things first before removing rides and then leaving this part of the park so bare.
Yeah, like, just look at it. It just, it just feels so flat.
Isn't it?
It is lifeless, yeah. Like, I don't feel like I'm in a Universal Park down here. This is why we didn't come down this bit yesterday. But obviously we like to cover everything and show you the full thing, and also document history as well. So I think big changes are going to come to this part of the park. I think the Minions land's just down that way on the left, but we're going to go and see this show, 4D show just over here now, see what it's like. Lovely moves. Hey, it's making me want to go on the Mummy now, seeing this. Literally makes me want to go on the Mummy. So yeah, very weak in this part of the park around here. Literally one 4D show, and that's it in all these buildings. As it's the biggest attraction in this part of the park, we're going to go and see it. So the 4D live show, Detective Conan. The fact it says live show as well as 4D makes me think, is he going to have actors in it as well? I'm not too sure, but we'll find out. 9:30. Hello. Beltree Seaside Theatre. Oh, nice and AC'd in here. Quite busy in here. Always sounds interesting.
It says live action, so...
Do you think this is maybe going to be like something a bit like the Bourne Stuntacular, maybe?
That's amazing.
It did say special effects, but we're wearing glasses as well, so...
No idea.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Probably won't be able to film this. Well, yeah, let's see. Well, after 30 minutes, we've made our way out of Detective Conan. I'd never heard of the IP before, but it's obviously very popular over here in Japan because people were loving it, weren't they?
Yeah, like during the show, like it came out and people was going wild, so it must be quite big.
Now, it started off with a 10-minute pre-show with not much happening really, but there's a bit of backstory there. There were subtitles in English as well, so we understood what was going on. And yeah, there was just one actor that was part of that pre-show. After 10 minutes, we got our 3D glasses. We made our way into the main theatre itself. Huge theatre in there with a screen at the front, two smaller screens at the side that we used later in the show, and there was two other actors that came in during the performance as well, so there was 3 in total, and it was mostly 2 performers that were on the stage a lot of the time interacting with the visuals. There were some cool effects in there though, wasn't there?
Yeah, there were some really cool effects. Like there was some massive blasts of smoke, and when I mean massive blasts, it literally filled the whole theatre.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. A bit like on It's Tough to Be a Bug, how you get the big blast, but this one was like crazy because it just filled the whole room. It was a massive theatre with hundreds of us in, and we had that a couple of times. That was cool. One of the actors came down from the ceiling, but there wasn't much happening. There was no like movement of the seats or anything like that, no back poking, no leg ticklers. It was quite a basic 4D cinema with not really much going on. We went to see it. If you're coming to visit this park and you're not a fan of the IP, wouldn't recommend seeing that. It's 30 minutes really that we're not going to get back, but still we went to see it, and yeah, it seems like the only major attraction in this part of the park. But yeah, it must be a big IP because they've got a massive gift shop just over there as well that you exit into. Gives you an idea on the size of the theatre. It's basically behind all of the facades that you can see there. There's a look towards our hotel, just over there as well. Yeah, we're staying in the middle one of those towers. We're going to give you a bit of a tour of the room actually at the end of this video. And then carry on walking down this way. I think the Minions area is down here on the left, and then this pathway connects up again over into Jurassic Park on the other side of the water. Got a bit of entertainment going on down here though, which is nice. And yeah, who knows like when all this is going to close or change, but I think if they're bringing in Pokemon, with it being such a big thing, I can't see them just kind of keeping this, slapping Pokemon in that building. I think it'll be a full area.
It wouldn't fit in, would it? They need to sort of blend it into Pokemon if that is coming in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Supposedly they've already got a Pikachu meet and greet somewhere as well, and we've seen like a little Pokemon snack stand. Oh, it's so weird walking around here. I literally feel like I'm back in Universal Florida, just without the attractions. Obviously where that illumination building is there, that would be Transformers, the ride just over that way. Literally, it's identical. They do Halloween Horror Nights here as well, so it's probably a big reason why they've also got all these big buildings. So they'll use this for HHM, probably a scare zone. Yeah, that Illumination Theatre has got the Sing production in there. We're not going to see that because we literally saw it a couple of weeks ago when we were at Universal Studios Beijing, Universal's newest and best park. We loved it there so much. Bit of entertainment going on. street shows like that. It really adds to the atmosphere, especially in a part of the park that feels very dead on attractions down there. Just nice to see they are doing something at least down on that street. This is quite nice down here. All these little food trucks that they've got. The happiness wagon just over there. Croissants. Some food on that side as well. Hot dogs. It's like the Universal Market. It's a bit like street food. Trolley treats just over there. Yeah, it's quite a nice little use of this space down here. And all the different buildings around here as well. Here you got like all the little cut-ins and stuff down at the side. And yeah, that's the Illumination Theatre. So yeah, you got the Sing show in there. Like I said, we did see that in Beijing the other week, and it was a good show. Never actually seen Sing before. I know a lot of you commented saying we've got to watch it, and we will do after this trip. But I think for us, it's not something that I want to go and see again straight away. We literally saw it like the other week, didn't we?
I'm guessing it would be pretty much the same show.
Yeah, I reckon it is the same show. And it was good fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not something where I'd be like, I need to go and see that again. And that part of the park just loops back down to Mel's Diner, where we were yesterday. I'll tell you what though, you've got this lovely waterfront area over here as well. I don't think they actually do any shows on here at the moment. We can't see anything listed. There's no parades listed here at the moment either, so there's no parade to see. I know in the past they've done like a nighttime parade that I've seen some videos of, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be running at the moment. This is nice though, looking out over the lake, looking out at the two B&M coasters. Then you've got Amity over on the other side there with Jaws. And in terms of the big family area, that's on the far back side behind Hollywood Dream the Ride. So we're going to be checking out that shortly as well and seeing that. And along with Waterworld, that's here at the awesome stunt show. So we're going to see that soon. There's actually a show in about 45 minutes. So we're going to head round to that in just a moment. Yeah, the sight lines aren't the best from here though, are they? Like, look behind that, Jurassic Park. And then you've got the massive road just over there. Yeah, big bridge just behind it. I wonder if that road and that bridge was here before Universal bought this land and opened the park in 2001. Because for me, I feel like they'd have designed the park a lot different to try and block that out a little bit if that was here before. I'm going to have to try and do my research, but if anybody knows, just comment down below. So for me, it just seems like, you know, they'd put more effort in to try and hide that. So all the New York streets around there, almost identical to that of Universal Studios Florida. Got the pizza restaurant on the corner, and then you come around the corner here and it does get quite a bit different actually. So you actually got Minions Land.
Minions are dressed as the Easter Bunny.
Oh yeah, for some reason there's still an Easter celebration going on here, even though it's like the end of June. Like, very interesting, like look at that. Yeah, look at the sight lines over here though. I mean, I know the vast majority of people that are here aren't that bothered about sight lines, but for me it does add to a theme park experience. And yeah, look at the bridge just over there behind. Sight lines are not the best.
These are so cute.
Oh. The Minions all dressed up. Happy Easter.
That's so sweet.
Oh, is Easter at a different time in Japan or something? I don't know, this is really weird. But yeah, we're going to come back and have a look around here shortly, because we're going to go and see the Waterworld show first. Y'all loves them. Bit of maintenance going on in that building by the looks of it. Yeah, Waterworld's starting in like 40 minutes, so we're going to head round there, and then we'll come back over to Minion Park, as the area is known. There's two attractions down here. You've got the main dark ride, but you've also got a flat ride, I believe. I think it might be hidden down there on the back. Happiness Cafe with a big Coke bottle there. I recognise that building as well, it's very familiar. Same with the San Francisco Fisherman's Wharf area down here as well. Again, it's gone back to them Florida style vibes with this section now. Except here you've got the big flying coaster down there at the back. So yeah, this is similar to when you're walking down towards Diagon Alley, isn't it? You'd stroll down here past all this and down to Diagon Alley. What's clear is though here is that there's a major lack of attractions, considering it is the third busiest theme park in the world. Like, there's a real lack of rides, like this whole back part of the park. We thought though yesterday, like we looked on a map, and when we were doing all the big hitters yesterday, we thought, oh wow, we've done most of the big stuff. And literally, yeah, you come over this side and it's just full of smaller filler things really, and not a lot really happening. I mean, you've got the Sing show down there, that detective show that we saw, the 4D, and that's about all. Obviously the Minions area we'll be checking out shortly. But yeah, like, it's a lot of part that is to not really have much going on. 2 attractions in all that whole section, excluding the Minions area. Now I believe they also used to have like a special effects show, something similar to what they put in at Beijing, and that used to be over here in this building, what was also a disaster actually, if you remember that in Florida. And yeah, that's all closed up now as well, so yeah, not too sure what's going to be replacing that, if anything really. There it is, the B&M Flyer, the flying dinosaur. And again, the operations on there are absolutely fantastic. They're dispatching it that fast that it hasn't cleared the brake run at the end. Like, amazing. Really good, solid operations on the flying dinosaur. Going another ride on there this afternoon. On the best flying coaster I've ever ridden. Really enjoyed this. That first drop over the water there, fantastic. Yeah, and there's that big bridge just round at the side. Looking forward to seeing Waterworld.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It's a great show, that. It's so many special effects.
Yeah, it is. Lots going on, and when the seaplane comes in as well, then we'll have seen all versions of that as well. Oh, here we go. Just walking through Jurassic Park. A dinosaur strolling in. Oh, that's awesome. How cool is this? Oh, here we go. We've got a raptor walking in just there. Hey, it's crossing the pathway. Oh, he's coming for us. Oh. I like how they're strolling through the pathways there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. And here it is, right next to the entrance to Super Nintendo World, Waterworld. It's on 3 times throughout the day. We're going for the 11 o'clock showing. We'll make our way inside. Looking forward to this, we'll be able to share some highlights. Hello. Big waiting area, all the theming though. Now again, we did only see this a couple of weeks ago at Beijing, however this is definitely worth a rewatch. Now Waterworld is a very popular show no matter where you see it, and it does fill up early. It is only on 3 times as well here in Japan, so I thought let's come and see the first showing, and yeah, it's not actually too busy for this first showing either, so yeah, we're going to make our way shortly into the arena. Looking forward to this. And we just made our way now into the huge theatre here. Looking out over at the set. Yeah, look at those sight lines. You've got Super Nintendo World just behind it. And you can just see Hogwarts popping out off to the right hand side. Right now we'll put in some highlights from the show over the next few minutes. Love Waterworld. Hey, you got the soap zone down the front. With the bees so hot, they're proper going for it. Buckets of water and everything. Hey! there from the absolutely spectacular stunt show. It's Waterworld. It's 25 minutes of action-packed stunts and so much going on. I love it.
That was definitely the best version of that. There was so much extra pyro in there.
Yeah, there was. It was the same storyline, the same theming, but it did feel like there was more interaction and more kind of just pyrotechnics in there. Like, it was really good. I enjoyed that so much. Obviously, the sight lines aren't the best at the back of the theatre with that one, with Super Nintendo and Hogwarts just behind. But yeah, the show itself is awesome. Definitely worth taking time out your day if you come into this park to go and see Waterworld, or at the other Universal parks where it is. We've seen every version of that now.
I'm so glad that we've seen them all. It's a great show.
Nothing like seeing the seaplane come over.
Brilliant. We was in perfect line for it.
Yeah, we were literally right opposite. So as soon as it came in, amazing, all the pyro and fire. Yeah, brilliant show that was, and people were getting soaked in there today. Well, we have just had another trip down into the Wisdom World of Harry Potter. Well, what have you got, Charlotte?
I've gone for the chocolate frog. Look at these. Like, this is proper, like, solid chocolate as well, which is great. And I actually got Godric Gryffindor as my wizard card.
There we go. Nice how you get them.
I really like these. I think these are so much fun, and the chocolate on these are great.
Yeah, it was about £8 for that, so
not too
bad for a Harry Potter related treat.
So gobble this up.
And make sure you check out the Day One vlog yesterday to see all the way around the Wisdom World. We're going to make our way now towards another big area of the park that we haven't seen yet. That's the huge family area. Oh, there's Hollywood Dream the ride again. Can't wait for another ride on that later on, and we've got to do it backwards again. It was awesome, really enjoyed that. And here to the left, you've got Wonderland. So this is the big family area, and you've got multiple different IPs that are all represented down here. Starting off with Peanuts and Snoopy just over there. But there's also still got the Easter celebration going on here. What's going on with all this Easter stuff? Of course, we're going to make our way to Minions as well and have a look around there. Yeah, Easter celebration here in Wonderland. Yeah, that's the area name. How's that, Charlotte?
So thick.
That's the thing, you expect it to be hollow, don't you? But look at it, I'm proper going for it on that. Proper going for it. Snoopy Studios just down there. And the Flying Snoopy's Happy Easter, everyone. So yeah, this area goes way back. It's got an indoor section, I believe, as well, from having a look on the map. It's quite nice, the Flying Snoopies. Oh, it's a lovely day. Tell you what, the weather has been great for us, hasn't it, this trip? Oh, it's heaving round here. 45-minute wait for the Flying Snoopy. It's a simple spinning ride. Nicely themed though. I do like our Snoopy just floating through the air there and all the clouds. Nothing in the Snoopy Studios behind it, it's empty. I'm not too sure why. Don't know what was in there before, but it is all closed up. There's a big peanut shop though just behind it. That's it, 10 minutes later, the chocolate frog's gone.
Completely gone. That was absolutely delicious, that was.
She gave me none of it, viewers.
I did, you had about half of it, it was lovely.
Half of it, yeah, one bite, you know. Oh, we've got 45 minutes and that's the cycle. It's done. Snoopy's Backlot Cafe. And then it kind of moves now into a Hello Kitty area. So it goes from Snoopy straight into Hello Kitty just here. Little corner cafe. Cupcake Dream. Oh, it's like a little teacups. It's quite a nice little flat ride, isn't it? All the cupcakes for Hello Kitty.
Music on the ride, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean you got some airy music, but yeah, it feels a bit flat, doesn't it, actually, on the ride itself. Just nice to see an area with quite a few rides in, especially based on that other side of the park where there's really not much around there. At least there's quite a bit packed into this area around here, you know. Happy Easter! Look at this! Oh, they got some nice topiaries over there, I like those. Hey, I've got to say all the team members again have been fantastic here. Like, we've got a really friendly atmosphere, very friendly vibe when you're walking around, lots of waving, and oh, it's lovely, it really is. Hello Kitty's boutique just over there. We're going to have a look at the main park gift shop later in this video as well, so stay tuned for that. Ah, confetti. Yeah, there must have been some sort of maybe walk-through show or parade around this bit or something. Yeah, like I don't think it's like a full-on parade or anything like that, but there's a bit of confetti around on the floor. And that's it for the Hello Kitty section. Yeah, it's quite funny how you got the different IPs. But it's done quite nicely around here. All the floors painted up. Very colourful. Great for the kids around here. There's a carousel just over there. I think this area kind of loops round. Oh, some nice views of Hollywood Dream. And then we kind of go into a bit of Sesame Street here now. I tell you what though, with the crowds that they've got, this part needs way more attractions. Little Alamo driving school over here. It's got a very small layout, that one, hasn't it? Literally, you just go around in a circle. Got some other rides down here on the right hand side. Let's have a look at these. I've noticed quite a few of the rides here. I've got signs saying reserve and ride ticketing. So I don't know if that means you need to go and get a ticket before you get on some of these. It looks like it. Yeah. Sesame Street, Central Park. Hello, Elmo. Balloon trip just there. Nice little balloon ride. Oh, and this is very interesting, like rocking tug. This is Elmo themed as well. Elmo's Go-Go skateboard. Wait time of 10 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh no, that's single rider. 30 minutes. Single rider on a rocking tug. Some good views of Hollywood Dream though back here. I can't believe how good that mini hyper was. Excellent. Seen a rocking tug on reservations, but there you go, it is. So before you go and join the queue, you have to come over here and get a reservation and then go straight over. It says 12 o'clock on there though now, which is the time that it is now, so I'm not sure.
You gotta get a reservation for a rocking tug.
I think you got to come over here, get a ticket and then present it at the entrance down there. Blimey, needs more capacity here, definitely. It's a nice family area though. And then there is an indoor section here. I think there's like a mini flume ride in here. Elmo's Imagination Playland. It's going to have a bit of air conditioning. And here we are then inside. Oh, it's quite big in here actually. Bigger than I expected. What's going on over there? What are these things?
What's the purpose of that?
Oh, it's come off!
Oh.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, I think we'll leave this bit. We're not literally playing with it. I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is, but you know what? It was good fun. Just like loads of interactives in it. Like there's a ball pit down there. All these massive balls. There's a mini flume ride over here. Let's have a look at that. What an interesting space. Even look at the queue for that. Like 60 minutes for this. 6-0. Yeah, what's the point of reserve and ride if it's 60 minutes? It makes no sense. Surely not. This literally just goes round in a circle, doesn't it, with one drop? I think. It starts there, goes round the back, comes up the lift hill and comes down there in 60 minutes for that. Wow. Wait for the drop. That's it. 60 minutes well spent. I tell you what, like they really need some more stuff at this park. Like we know it's Universal and they get very popular their parks, but here there's a major lack of attractions, isn't there?
Well, when people are waiting 60 minutes for a small log flume, there's not enough rides.
Yeah, like more is definitely needed here. They need to look at expanding and fast. I know space is limited from where the park is built, but there's a lot of wasted space down at the back. There's another big play area just over here as well. Oh, it's Big Bird. I don't know if the characters come out and do meet and greets or not in there. Woo, nice with the see. And then funny tube things. They're like what you get down at your local car wash, aren't they? You know, they're like. That was quite a good impression from Charlotte. Yeah, it's a nice family area though around here. At least there is a lot of rides in this area, but it needs more. So there's a dead end down this way. You have to walk back in this direction. One way in and one way out of this land. Same with quite a few of the lands in this park, just because of the space. And that's Wonderland. Nice family area that. Lots to see and do around there. Could do with even more, like I say, to soak up the crowds. But at least there's a lot of flat rides and it's quite nicely presented. And there's a big indoor area, which is good for on these hot days. Right then, we're gonna head back around the corner into Hollywood now. And we're off to go and see another show. And that's down here on the left-hand side. This is like a Universal Monsters show. I don't know if we're gonna be able to film it or not. Probably not. But we might be able to, we'll see. Yeah, it's literally just here on the left-hand side. This looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Like, it's basically Universal Monsters, but singing like rockets.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, it's on quite a few times a day. It starts in 25 minutes, so hopefully we're not too late to get in. Oh, they're still piling in, so I think we're all good. It's literally just here on the corner. Live show, yeah, Universal Monsters rock and roll show. So looking forward to this. You never know, we might be able to film it. We'll see. You can film Waterworld, so yeah, maybe we will. We'll find out. Let's go. Nice post of a Frankenstein over there. Something that I'm so excited for at Universal, Epic Universe next year in Florida is Dark Universe. So it's all going to be based around the Universal Classic Monsters. Very excited for that. Dracula. Only got the costumes just here as well. That's pretty cool. Just waiting here in the holding area now to head into the theatre. Wow, we're all seated here now in the theatre, and look at the set for this. It's going to be a big scale show. I wasn't expecting a massive theatre like this. Wow, lots of detail on the set, all the lighting. It's got a very spooky ambience in here at the moment. I never thought I'd hear the Universal Monsters singing Livin' La Vida Loca, but I have today here at Universal Studios Japan. You just see some highlights there from the show, and it was definitely worth a watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely worth going to see, but I'm not too sure how Livin' La Vida Loca is a rock song.
There was some other good rock music in there, but I was expecting like the Time Warp and maybe stuff like that in there. But no, it was well worth seeing. I did enjoy it. The set design was great, some nice songs in there, but overall it still felt like it was lacking a little bit of something.
Yeah, it needed some more dance or something in there.
Yeah, there was quite a bit off camera that I didn't film, a lot of just filler in between the songs. It took 10 minutes actually for the show to get going. It was just a section with Beetlejuice interacting with the crowd. People seemed to be enjoying it, but I wanted that bit more of a wow factor. There was some good pyrotechnics in it though, and so yeah, it was just nice to see the classic monsters. Well, it's another beautiful but busy afternoon here at Universal Studios Japan. We're going to be checking out the Minions area shortly. That's our final new area to see. We've actually managed to get a reservation to go back into Super Nintendo World. So we thought even though we've done the 2 attractions in there, we're going to go and have a little walk through that land again, where there's been some blue skies and sunshine. What are you looking at over here, Charlotte?
Looks really nice. The cream soda Swiss roll.
Whoa,
that looks good.
there you can get your Jaws meat nuggets and fries down there. Shark meat nuggets, there you go.
What?
Shark meat nuggets.
No, they're not.
That's what it says, shark meat nuggets.
They can't.
Yeah, that's what it says at Amity Landing Restaurant. As I mentioned yesterday, no Jaws for us at the moment either, unfortunately. But yeah, just gonna have a little stroll through Super Nintendo. We'll get a bit more footage, especially with the sun being out today. Yesterday it was full of rain everywhere on the floor, and yeah, it was so packed in there. But it's gonna be heaving again today. So when the land is on time ticketed entry, you just queue up over here and then they'll scan your QR code. You make your way into the land. But yeah, we managed to get a reservation a couple of hours ago, quite easy, for this afternoon. And here we are back in Super Nintendo World. This time though in the lovely sunshine.
It's lovely in the sunshine.
We thought we got to come and see it in the better weather today. Very nice. Yeah, we were a bit concerned about getting reservations, but it seems to have been really easy. Yesterday morning, straight in, non-required, and then we got another one for later in the day, and we've got one today as well, so yeah, fantastic. It is a very impressive themed area though, isn't it, this? Hey! What a land, just to see it there with that blue sky. Wow. I'm quite surprised, but it feels a lot less chaotic today. Don't get me wrong, it's still busy. There's a lot more room on the pathways. There's Toad. Charlotte loves him. Here he is, he comes in down this way. Hi Toad. He's off. Normally he's back out there within a few minutes. I'm sure he'll be emerging again in a minute.
Love it.
Yeah, it actually doesn't feel as bad at all around here today. I guess it all depends on, you know, when you drop on. Coming in here. It looks so colourful, doesn't it, with the blue skies. I like how they come trotting in. Do, 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 do. Hello! Everybody just gets so involved over here. It's what I love. Oh, Charlotte's just managed another photo with Toad. If you do see him go in, he's normally back out within literally a few minutes.
Such a nice Toad, isn't he? But you need to really grab his attention because he just walks about and does what he wants.
Yeah, he's very nice. It's not as chaotic in here today. It's a lot better. And I think with the weather as well. Maybe that's the thing yesterday. Everyone was just going mad because of the rain and umbrellas and everything. Yeah, it's nice. Da, 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 da. Just the kinetics of this area are amazing, aren't they? All the movement all the way around. There's just so much going on, all the different sound effects. What an amazing themed area. It's the last chance for this hat, Charlotte.
So nice, but what I'd like is to meet Toad wearing this toadstool hat.
Let's buy it then.
Yeah, but what else am I going to wear it?
You got Alton Towers, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's so cute.
What do you think?
These would be good on flights. You just fall asleep with them on.
Oh. To see this land with the blue skies. As much as it doesn't feel quite as busy walking around, the attractions are still heaving. Yoshi, that's on 90 minutes. For the main attraction, Mario Kart Cooper's Challenge, that was 100 minutes. And big queues for all the power-up band areas. I look at this. I think my issue is with this, you're literally seeing the same effect, aren't you, every time?
People who are queuing up to do it, they're just seeing the same effect in the queue line.
Yeah.
So we're seeing it from here. They're queuing up to do the exact same motion. It would be better if it was more personalised, but it's not.
Yeah, doing a couple of different things. Yeah, I guess it's a hard one for them to work out, isn't it? Not really my sort of thing, though, queuing up for those. But it's nice just to see them from further back.
It's the mushroom again.
There he is. And that's another look inside of Super Nintendo World here at Universal Studios Japan. Back here now then into Jurassic Park. We're going to queue up for another ride on Flying Dinosaur just here, the B&M Flying Coaster. Really fancy another go on this. Be great to go down near the back. You can't wait for certain rows here. That's something we've noticed over in Asia, which is perfectly fine. Just a very different culture over here. But yeah, you can't request certain rows. We were lucky to get a front row yesterday, but I'd really like to go further back on this to see just how intense it is. Well, it's advertised on 60 minutes for the Flying Dinosaur. It moved very fast this yesterday. Amazing operations on there. So let's see how long we wait today. Well, I just had a back row ride there on the Flying Dinosaur. I'd heard from quite a few people who'd experienced it. It was a very intense experience. And blimey, I love intense coasters, but that on the back row was really uncomfortable. It wasn't like an enjoyable intensity. It was just sheer like discomfort. Because you've got two elements on there where you're going head first into the elements. Literally, I did that first one and thought, oh, blimey, like it just felt like sheer pressure on the body. And then going into it again, I just couldn't wait for the ride to end. Like, honestly, that was too much. I'm quite surprised actually that passed like all the computer generations with forces, because I think that's too much on the back row. Not an enjoyable level of comfort on there. I mean, we said yesterday on the front row that it's a spectacular layout and the operations are amazing, but I just went on my own that time. It was too much for you yesterday, wasn't it?
I am so glad that I didn't go on it today, because I really wouldn't have enjoyed it on the back.
Yeah, like for me, like I wouldn't do that again on the back row. It was just sheer like discomfort on two occasions on there as well. Don't get me wrong, it's a great flying coaster, but I think that's going to be a lot. Like them forces, like for someone who's done a lot of coasters, there were 1,400 coasters, and it was the sheer like discomfort of the elements down on the back row. Like I can still feel it now. Like it just doesn't feel like it does your body any good, that, you know what I mean? Oh, blimey. But I'm glad that I did it though, back row on there, but I wouldn't rush on that again. Oh, blimey, that took it out of me. Just had to sit down for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I've never found anything quite like that before. Wow. I've got to say though, the operations on there are just incredible. They really are. Within 20 minutes of joining the queue, bag was in the locker, then another 5 minutes, 25 minute total wait. Whew. Not for the faint-hearted, that one, at all. Oh, well, we are so hot now this afternoon. We need a bit of breather, bit of AC. So we're gonna head in some of the shops and check out the merch. Oh, what's happening here? Music's come on. Yeah, they do this, they play live music and then the characters come out, which I think is cool. And then we're gonna go and check out Minion Land. Straight in our first shop just here, biscuit bar.
That's really nice, that is. We've noticed over here, people love these sorts of souvenirs, but they are very nice.
And it's not just down at Tokyo, Disney and here where we've noticed this. Even at the parks that we did, like Nagashima, Fuji-Q, like they've all had like these biscuit boxes.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's nice, I love a good biscuit box. This is like all confectionery in this first one, I think. Big Bird. All your Nintendo merch over here as well. In yesterday's vlog, we did go in the shops in Super Nintendo World. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already seen it. Oh, I like this. They sell the trains.
They're so cute.
Hollywood Dream the Ride. Oh, that's awesome. Limited edition. Even got backdrop on there. Little Jurassic Park boat over there as well. Jaws. They're nice. Jaws just there. And Universal Studios Japan. Not really seen much with the park logo on yet. I'm sure they got some t-shirts somewhere though. Nice bag down there. You can't buy that, that's just to put your shopping in. Got a Peanuts top just there. There's this one, 3,900 yen. About, what, 15 quid?
Yeah, not too bad that.
With the park's logo on. Not a huge fan of that one though, it's a bit cartoony. Get yourself some nice Universal pants there. Minion pants. And there's a Harry Potter section over here too. Harry Potter biscuits even over there. Weird, 'cause normally it's all themed up, isn't it, the Harry Potter section? But yeah, it's just got like this small bit at the side over in here. Back outside then. Oh, there's Winnie Woodpecker. Woody just behind. It's great how they just have the characters roaming about. Notice that a lot. The same here and at Tokyo Disney Resort. Hollywood Dream's down at the moment. Maybe it's too hot for it. It is baking today. Universal Studios store. More Mario merch. Literally the Super Nintendo stuff everywhere. Oh, look at this.
So this is Toad Chef, and he's got his little frying pan, spatula. That's so sweet.
What's he cooking up for you?
Oh, I'm not too sure. Something good.
Another one of them treats for me.
Dinner would be lovely.
One of them pancakes. I had one of them on the way down again, just. Same as what I had yesterday. Oh, Woody Woodpecker hat on. Now, I can't remember where it was, but a few years ago, I did a Woody Woodpecker impression for you all. I'm going to do it again for you now. I know a lot of you enjoyed it. Here we go. There you go. How good was that? Comment down below. I haven't really seen anything with just like Universal Studios Japan on, or like a classic Universal shirt, you know, where it's got like a mix of attractions on it with the park logo. Lots of biscuits though, and lots of Nintendo merch. There's nothing at all really that I've seen that I'd buy in here, to be honest. Yeah, the nicest thing really is this cup just over here. That's got the logo on, and there's one just here as well. There we go, you can buy the globe if you want to. Didn't realise the world was that flat. Well, the ride may no longer exist here and was ripped out quite a few years ago. But yeah, they are still selling some ET merchandise. ET Adventure. USJ. Oh, good time in Hollywood Dream has literally just reopened after some downtime. Like that you've at the queue, saying 45. But I don't even think it's that. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. Literally, we're just walking around there and thought, oh, we just dropped on it. Oh, this will do. Lovely. That's the thing, if you can get something when it's just reopened, fab. Oh, fantastic. That was a great call coming in that queue after it just reopened. We've been waiting literally less than 10 minutes so far.
That was brilliant, that one.
Straight up to the stairs.
Not long really to go from here.
Yeah, like probably another 5 minutes. Here's a look at the songs that you get on backwards just here. Probably go for Taylor Swift, Shake It Off again. We can have Pharrell Williams and Happy and a few other songs. Different songs depending on the backwards. And also forwards versions of Hollywood Dream the Ride. actually waited 20 minutes for backdrop there on Hollywood Dream the ride. This time we're on the back row, which was technically the front row, if that made sense. So that means we've got a front and a back, and that was amazing.
Oh, it's such a unique experience, that is. It's so much fun, it's so unique.
The airtime on there, like, it's just fantastic for a baby hypercoaster. That is by far my favourite ride here. And I'd say it's one of my favourite ever Universal attractions. That I really like that. It's great fun, something really quirky and different for this park. Anyway, we've got one more area to check out, and that's Minion Land. So we're going to head down there now. And here we go then, we've made it right to the back of the park to see the final area here at Universal Studios Japan, and it is Minion Park. We saw the Minions all dressed up for Easter out the front earlier on, in the little Easter outfits, and now we are here in the land. So yeah, you got all the shops around here, and there's actually two Minions attractions. One of them's a flat ride, and then you've got the dark ride here as well. Quite like the setup of this, like a park. Took over all the buildings. James all in on the left. We've got a flat ride here on the left hand side. This is Freeze Ray Sliders. 30-minute wait, let's have a look. Ah, so it's a little demolition derby attraction. Quite nicely themed. I like how you got the Minions spinning round there in the middle as well. Right down here at the back, Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem. It's advertised on 45 minutes, and yeah, we don't feel like waiting 45 for this. Obviously, it's just a simulator attraction where you sit there in front of the screen after a couple of different pre-shows, and then you got like the Minions doing various different things on the screen. I don't fancy waiting that long for it.
If it would have been 20 minutes, we would have done it, but the fact that we know what it is, it's not worth 45.
It's exactly the same of what we've done before, you know, so I think we're going to give that one a miss. There they are all hanging out the windows. Have a little look in the shop here. Yeah, I'm not willing to wait 45 for that attraction. I just don't think it's worth it.
Fell out.
And you got the little sweet shop down here as well. Yeah, no Bake My Day in this land. As we found in Japan, they don't really do cupcakes and that sort of thing. Well, there we go, that's Minion Park here at Universal Studios Japan. We've still got like almost 3 hours to go until park close, and I'll be really honest, like, we're really not too sure what to do now. I mean, we've seen and done everything we wanted to. We've done the re-rides even that we wanted to, and yeah, it's left us now with time in the park where we're not really too sure where to head next, are we?
They just haven't got enough attractions, unfortunately, to really keep us in the park.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? Like, we're just done. It's definitely, yeah, my least favourite Universal park after coming back for a second day. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some nice bits still, but yeah, it's really lacking here compared to the other parks. We're just going to have a little stroll around for a little bit, maybe get something else to eat, and we'll see you a little bit later because we're going to have a little look around City Walk and show you our hotel room as well. It's not even 6 o'clock yet and the park is open till 8. We've made the decision that we're going to leave the park early and go and have a little walk around City Walk and just have a bit of a chill out this evening in the room, to be honest. We'll give you a bit of a tour around, and yeah, that's very rare for us, but I think that shows really our thoughts on it here at Universal Studios Japan. We've seen some nice things over the past couple of days, but we're just more than like, we're just done, aren't we? Like, we've been walking around, we're done.
What we would have done if we could, we would have popped out and we would have come back on an evening, but there is no re-entry policy here. If you want to come back in, you've got to pay to come back in.
Yeah, and they even announced that. I find that crazy. So you can't actually get a handstand, but even if you're staying in these Universal hotels around the City Walk area, you can't just nip out and then come back in, which I've never really known that in a park before.
If you want to come back in, you've got to pay another entry ticket to come in, which I think is really wrong.
That's what would have probably done now is just nip back, have a look around City Walk, then come in for a little bit this evening, but there is strictly no re-entry. As soon as you exit this park, you can't come back in, which is a weird policy that. Never known that before, and especially from a Universal park. Like when you've got a City Walk as well, these shops and restaurants, surely they want people to go and spend in there and then come back in the park, but no, obviously not. So yeah, we're going to exit the park here for the final time. We go out of the park and here now into City Walk. So out of interest, when we exited through the turnstiles I did ask the team member if we were allowed to go back in and have a hand stamp or show the ticket or anything like that. And literally it was a no, like you can't do it at all.
So if you're going to City Walk or even coming back to your hotel for something, like if you forgot something or your kids want to go back for a sleep, you've then got to pay to re-go back in. I don't like that policy at all. So
literally the park entrance is there. We're staying in this hotel right here, but if I wanted to nip back there in the daytime, I have to buy a new ticket to go in the park. I really don't like that policy at all. I do not agree with that. I've never known that before, especially at Universal. Literally, you're in the resort, you got City Walk out here, you could have a reservation at a restaurant or something. Or like I say, you know, especially if you got kids and you want to nip back to your hotel room, you can't. You got to buy a ticket. Can't believe that. Well, we've just been up to our room in the hotel over there for about an hour or so, had a bit of a chill out. Charlotte's got the washing in as well.
Oh, finally, all of our clothes are now washed, so they'll be nice and fresh. Just in there at the moment, washing and drying.
Yeah, we've got about a week left of the trip now, and of course got everything nice and washed because we have backpacked this trip. But we've done really well for clothes, and we bought a couple of new bits along the way as well from some of the parks too. Here's a look then at Universal City Walk Osaka. And yeah, what makes this City Walk very different is that you've got all the hotels and high-rise buildings that are all connected to it. Yeah, it's the most unique City Walk because of that. And yeah, literally you come out of your hotel straight into the heart of it, which is brilliant. You can just walk around the corner to the park. You can't come back out the park like to go back to your room, but at least, you know, you are literally straight down there to the park on a morning. But yeah, here's a look at City Walk. I'm just going to start down here at the end, and it's actually on a few different levels as well, so we'll have a look what there is. It looks awesome though, doesn't it, at night? Our favourite ride of the park, Hollywood Dream the Ride. Look at it glittering away.
Beautiful that
is. It really looks the part. So yeah, literally you cross over, there's actually a road underneath here. I didn't realise it looked on Google Maps. Yeah, there's a road underneath. And you got the Hard Rock Cafe just over here. Yeah, there's also a Red Lobster here as well. And you got the Hard Rock Cafe right next door with the shop. Very vibrant when you come in and see all the lights. That's what I love about City Walk. Like all the neon lights and festoons. Always looks the part. And the park front hotel is where we've been staying. The closest hotel to the park itself. Yeah, you can enter on this side and also around on the left. And some escalators that take you upstairs there, but we'll have a look on the upper levels in just a moment. City Food, that area is called. Right next door, you got a sushi diner on the ground level. And off to the right, you've got Shake Shack there as well. And yeah, this looks like it goes in, and there's a few more bits down here, so we'll have a little look what there is underneath. Moss Burger, and a few other bits down here as well. There's Wolfgang Puck Pizza and bar area just on the right hand side. And a few bits down here, Popcorn Papa. We've also got a little Osaka gift shop, so I'll have a little look inside here. Look at all this in here, lots of different Japanese items, Osaka t-shirts. Oh, it's packed in here. This is a bit like, you know, when you go to Blackpool and go along the seafront and you've got like all the shops. Kind of a bit like that in here.
There's just so much stuff, but so much going on.
Hey, you got King Kong up there. I recognise him from City Walk in Hollywood. Little creperie just down there as well. Just going up onto the next level, see what there is. So yeah, there's quite a few different hotels all around here. And also the subway station is just down here at the end, so we'll show you that. I do really like this in Japan, how they put all the dishes on display, so you know exactly what you're getting. Pretty cool. And the Hard Rock Cafe is on this level just here as well. Yeah, there's a couple of other restaurants. Oh, chocolate fountain, lovely. A lot of Japanese restaurants up here as well. Yeah, it's a nice setup what they've got going on here. Tully's Coffee just over there, and Gongcha right next door as well. Hey, downstairs. Yeah, they have got a McDonald's in this city walk. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Quite funky around here with all the lighting. There's another level, I think, upstairs. This is City Gate. Lots of like street food and everything around here. Goes a lot further back than you initially think. All your neon and lighting around here, very nice. Look at this. Flower hat. Look at him. You got the Universal Studios store just over here. It's got an upper level and a lower level as well. So we'll have a little look in here. This is my favourite thing, the receipt merchandise wise here. Look at that.
Brilliant, and it opens up and it's got biscuits in it.
The Universal Globe. Oh, I really like that. You get a lot of stationery in Japan as well, we've noticed. I'm looking at all these different shops. And yeah, it does go downstairs, but we'll have a look down there when we head back onto the lower level. It's a bit weird, they've got a Gap factory store just randomly here in City Walk as well. And looking down here, this gives you a bit of an idea on the scale of City Walks. Yeah, it's mostly just this one street, and it's got the 3 levels down here too. You got a Lawson shop down there, it's like a little supermarket. And then another hotel just down here. And that is literally the subway station right over there. Like, you walk off the subway and you're straight down into this area. There's a 7-Eleven down there, there's a Starbucks as well. And you got Bakery Donkey Hamburger Restaurant. I don't know what's at the top just there, but we'll go and have a little look. More restaurants. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look on this level, then we'll head back downstairs and just have a look at that bit. Oh, it's pumping in here. Bubba Gump as well. And look, they've got all the food out on display to show you what they've got. Very nice. So this is up on the 3rd level now. Got loads more food. Look at all that on display. Got some big portions in some of these, I know that. Steak restaurant. And there's a few more places up here on the top as well. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of choice in this City Walk. Right, let's go back down onto ground level. Let's have a look at the final few places down there. I'm back down here now on ground level. So we got a shop to look in there, the Universal Studios store. That's a different one. Then you got the Golden Arches here as well. McDonald's in a City Walk. Yeah, nice having a McDonald's. All your plushies for sale in here, Sesame Street. And yeah, that just leads into another one of the hotels. Just over there as well, like straight into the lobby. Yeah, very unique how it's set up. I guess they're just very limited for space here, you know, it's a lot more compact. And just before we head into the hotel, have a little look at the room and wrap up this vlog. We're just going to the ground level of the Universal Studios store just over here. The good thing is with this shop, if you do miss out on buying something in the park, you can pick it up in here as well. Like, it's a lot of Super Nintendo merch and Harry Potter in here as well.
Now I'm not too sure what this is from, but I just really like this. So it's like half dinosaur, half man. Isn't it lovely? Or you can have half shark, half man. Look at her.
And that's a little look here at City Walk. And yeah, it's nice, on a few different levels. Very different, yeah, I wasn't too sure how I would feel around here with all the buildings. But actually it's quite convenient how all the hotels are all right next door here, and literally you go straight into them. So that's the station just over there, and here's our hotel. Literally the parkfront hotel here. And we're staying all the way up at the top actually on floor 28. So literally a 2-minute walk around there to the park, 30 seconds across to the station, and right in the heart of City Walk. It's very nice in here actually. Now, I'm not too sure how it works with all these hotels here, if they're actually owned by Universal or not, because yeah, they're not like themed hotels, if that makes sense, but still, like, they're very nice, and the location of this is fantastic as well. Just gonna have a little look inside the lobby and we'll take you up to the room. Very grand when you come in here, all the chandeliers. And look at this, you actually got a mini Universal Globe in here. I do like that. What a great photo opportunity. Yeah, it's really nice. Should sell that. There's actually a model of the hotel just over there as well. Yeah, I reckon it probably is park owned. Maybe it's a bit like the Lowe's hotels in Orlando, you know, where they've got that kind of partnership. I notice the staff are wearing Universal team member badges though, so maybe it is Universal owned. Gotta say that, it's very fancy. It wasn't even that expensive. We stayed here for 3 nights. It was about £320 for 3 nights. I don't think that's too bad at all, really. Just over £100 a night. It's very dazzling in here. You've actually got a restaurant down the end there, and also another one of them supermarkets. There we go. All the way up to the top. Now when we checked in here the other night, we actually saw a robot come out of the lift. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know what it was doing or how it pressed the buttons on the lift or anything, but there was literally a robot in here. It came out and made its way back to reception. We've just seen him parked up by receptions. I don't know if it's for room service or what, but yeah, there was a robot, and when it came out, like, we're in Japan, I love it. But yeah, it's a very nice hotel. I would certainly stay here again though in the future. Let's make our way down to the room. We're just staying down here. And here we are then up in our room. And there's a look down from the 28th floor towards City Walk. Yeah, fantastic view from up here, looking out over Osaka. Wow, look at the city over there in the distance. That just shows, doesn't it? Yeah, the location for this park. Like right in the city centre. That's why they really struggle for room here. And here's a look then at our room.
Look how big these beds are. We've got 2 big beds.
Like fantastic these are. It's like one massive bed really, because they're pushed right up against each other. Yeah, it's amazing. Like it makes our Super King look small at home, doesn't
So
it?
comfortable.
Yeah, we've had 2 nights here so far. We've got our final night tonight. And yeah, we've got a look at some of the pictures on the wall there. Of course, we've got the view out there looking out over Osaka. Some seating down there. There's a nice desk area over here as well.
Fridge and a safe.
Yeah.
I can open it.
There you go.
Safe at the bottom, then a kettle and some cups in there as well.
That's safe, you can't get in. Yeah, just thought we'd show you this whilst we're here. And you've got our TV over there. We're a little bit messy because obviously we're packing up ready for moving on tomorrow. You've got all this storage area down here. Wi-Fi's been a bit hit and miss here. That's why the laptop is currently down here, because the Wi-Fi is a lot faster by the door, so that's why that's down there.
It's been quite slow, the Wi-Fi has. It's struggled to load a web page at some points. It's not been the best.
No, you expect a bit faster Wi-Fi, wouldn't you, with the location?
Yeah, you really would, but it's our last night.
Yeah, it is. I managed to get caught up on stuff, which is good.
One thing I do like about Japanese hotels is how many toiletries you get. Like, this is brilliant. Like, these are all included. There's so much in there, like foot pads, bath towels, there's so much. Like, overnight milk.
Oh.
Yeah, overnight milk.
Oh, fantastic. Toilet in its own little separate room there, which we like. Again, lots of fancy functions. And then we've got a very small bath, and it's another wet room shower just in there as well.
Very slippy floor.
This is weird though, isn't it? You've actually got a blind on that side while it comes down. Yeah, so you can just kind of shut off this area. That's it. Close it up. Well, that brings us to the end of our day 2 vlog here from Universal Studios Japan for our first ever visit.
We have finally ticked off all the Universal resorts.
It's been really nice to come and see our final one and take you along over the past couple of days. I'll just kind of give you a general summary then of the park. Starting off with our highlights here, which is definitely Hollywood Dream the ride.
That is a fantastic ride, that is. It's so unique that you can do the backwards train, and even facing forwards, it's a great ride.
It is, like, it's got some fantastic air time. I knew it was going to be good fun, but I wasn't expecting a mini hyper, like 140 foot tall, to be that good, but it was excellent and I really enjoyed it. Along with that, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, I feel like this is probably the best version. You get an amazing build-up walking into Hogsmeade.
You cannot go wrong with Hogsmeade. There's just so much going on, so many little shops, little walkways. I love it.
It's the details of it, and Harry Potter really is what made Universal become the big theme park company they are now, you know, with the expansions over the past few years. And yeah, it was really nice to see this one here, 10 years old as well. And yeah, it was a great area. I just love the build-up, the big epic music playing, and having the body of water in the area as well. The lake right in front of Hogwarts certainly made it. Good to get on Flying Dinosaur as well. I mean, it was ridiculously intense on the back row, and well, more uncomfortable than anything, but I did enjoy getting on it.
The trains are fantastic, but it's just not a coaster for me. It's just so intense.
And then, yeah, they're like the real positives for us. I enjoyed seeing Waterworld as well, as much as that's not unique to this resort. Always good to see that. And then generally just seeing a new Universal. I have got to say though, especially from what we've seen from day 2 today, but also partially from yesterday, this is my least favourite Universal park. I think the issue is with this park, yes, it's the 3rd busiest in the world, it's just not got enough attractions, has it?
It's such a shame. They really need to bring some new attractions in. There's just been so much closed, and that other side of the park, there's just so much missing from down there.
Yeah, like that whole section where we started this vlog today, like there's just nothing down there at all. Like, it feels really empty. I know we missed Jaws, and I'm quite gutted by that, but it's more the fact that even if Jaws was open, it would have still felt quite bare. You got Space Fantasy the ride that's been shut for over over a year from doing a bit of research into it. Spider-Man that's been permanently removed and we don't know what's happening down there. Jurassic Park, that's been closed throughout the whole of this year. It's just lacking at rides in this park. It needs more. And you can tell people are just walking around and there's just not, it's not like other Universals. You can tell people are standing about a lot more and there's just not enough to do, is there?
It's such a shame, like Sean said, there's so many people that are just sitting on the floor, sitting at the side, because they're thinking, I don't really want to join a big queue. I've done the rides that I want to do. There isn't enough filler attractions.
I really hope Universal can invest more into this park because it certainly needs it. The Hollywood entrance area I think is nice, the covered over area. That's my favourite part of the park. Obviously sight lines here as well, like the themes areas, well, that pretty much don't exist. You've got like the big bridge behind the park. I know they can't really do much about that, but still, for me, that does take away from it. The sight lines in some of the other areas, like Waterworld, seeing the back of Nintendo, not a huge fan of that. But you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, for me, it is my least favourite Universal park that I've been to. I've got to say though, the team members have been amazing. The operations that we've seen on the rides have been really good as well, haven't they?
Oh, it has been so good. They have been smashing getting the trains out, which needs to, because the park is so busy.
It really is. And we saw Super Nintendo World finally. Yes, it was packed in there, but you know what? We did get to see it. And yeah, I really enjoyed seeing that as well. And just stepping in there again today with the better weather. And we saw it all, didn't we?
I'm so happy that I got to see Toad. That was what I was so excited to see. But the area, they've done a fantastic job. There's so much movement, but it's just so busy in there.
Yeah, it's not a Universal resort that I rush back to, this one. You know, it's lacking something for me, this one. And I just hope that they can add more in the future. I really do. Still worth coming to visit if you've never been before. Myself, I won't be coming back to this park for a while. I feel like I've seen it, I've done it, I've done everything I want to here. I'll wait now until there's something new and exciting here, and hopefully the park's in a bit of a better state next time. Well, there we go. Thanks for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. That's all for Japan now. We're going to be doing a travel vlog next, making our way out to Hong Kong Disneyland.
Another Disneyland for me to see.
Yes, that's going to be really exciting. And of course, we're in the final week of the trip now. We've got 2 days at Hong Kong Disneyland, and then it's over to Shanghai for 2 days there before the end of the trip. But here from Universal Studios Japan, that leaves me one final thing to say.
Get out there and
keep on riding. Goodbye.